சிறுதண்டாலும் காரம் அதிகம். ஸோ இப்போ வருகின்ற எங்களுடைய பேச்சாளரை நீங்கள் பார்த்தால் நான் சொல்லுவது சரிதான் என்று உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். Now I invite the gold medalist for English oratory, Master Wesley Gurupad.
Venerable Chairman, our honored Chief Guest, Lord Bishop, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all. An extract of the speech delivered by Joel Erickson on 2nd June 2004. What makes a scout? Scouting teaches young boys to be good citizens and trains them to become leaders. But how? Since the earliest recorded times, people have looked to the wisdom of lawgivers to guide them along their paths of duty and honor. Most laws that people have written have begun with a do or a don't, with a you must or a you must not. They either command or prohibit. But the Scout law does neither. It's simply a statement of fact of what's natural for a scout and of what a scout is. A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Teaching scouts to live by these words in every part of their daily life is how scouting makes good citizens and leaders. Some say that playing sports make a man by teaching boys good sportsmanship and making boys strong. However, each time a Boy Scout says the Scout's oath, he promises in part to keep himself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. So, contrary to sports, scouting is for everyone. It is not the most capable part of a group on an outing while others sit on the bench hoping for a turn. Everyone goes. Everyone works together. Older scouts teach while younger scouts learn until they are the older scouts. And then they become the teachers. Everyone has something to contribute. Of any 100 boys who become scouts, it must be confessed that 30 will drop out in their first year. Perhaps this may be regarded as a failure, but in later life, all of these will remember that they had been scouts and will speak well of the program. Of the 100, only rarely will one ever appear before a juvenile court judge. Each of the 100 will learn something from scouting. Almost all will develop hobbies that will add interest throughout the rest of their life. Approximately, one half will serve in the military and in varying degrees profit from their scout training. At least one will use it to save another person's life, and many will credit it with saving their own. 4 of the 100 will reach the eagle rank, and at least one will later say that he valued his eagle above his college degree. Many will find their future vocation through merit badge work and scouting contacts. 17 of the 100 boys will later become scout leaders and will give leadership to thousands of additional boys. Only 1 in 4 boys will become a scout. But it is interesting to note that of the leaders of this nation in business, religion, and politics, 3 out of 4 were scouts. It is also worth noting that 26 of the first 29 astronauts were former scouts. Of the 12 men to walk on the moon's surface, 11 were involved in scouting. The 108th Congress contained 216 former Scouts and 22 Eagles. Gerald Ford, an Eagle Scout, became the President of the United States. Steven Spielberg, the famous movie producer, is also an Eagle Scout. Hank Aaron, Walter Cronkite, Harrison Ford, Bill Gates, Bruce Jenner, John F. Kennedy, and John Ritter were all Scouts in their youth. Scouting provides opportunities for boys that they would probably never get to try otherwise. On a Scout outing, I got to fly in a prop plane around the point in Pittsburgh and out to Kittanning. I've canoed and unexpectedly gone swimming. Whitewater rafted, rappelled inside the cave, and hiked the battlefields of Gettysburg. I've camped in the pouring rain, freezing cold, and sweltering heat. I've looked through a telescope, shot a model rocket, toured a paper mill, researched my family tree. Where else would you get to try all those things? Scouting also provides opportunities to explore the areas of personal interest through Cub Scout arrow points and activity pins and Boy Scout merit badges. As you can see by my sash, I have taken advantage of checking out a few. Cubs begin with simple skills like cooking meals or making kites. They can study geology, build toolboxes from wood, perform plays, and explore the law of gravity. Boy Scout merit badges are meant to prepare boys for the adulthood. Last year, over 96,000 American Boy Scouts earned the first aid merit badge. I would definitely want one of them with me in an emergency. Learning and the fun are put together into two main awards that Scouts earn. The Arrow of Light is the highest award in Cub Scouting, and the Eagle Scout rank is the highest award in Boy Scouts. Boys that have taken the time and had the perseverance to have the privilege of wearing these patches show everyone that they are ready to become a useful part of the society. Not only have Eagle Scouts learned about the skills needed as adults, they also have served as leaders to others. They have performed an Eagle project, a service project of their choice. That project isn't that boy being helpful to others, it is that boy serving as a crew boss while his friends and scouts perform the service. The Eagle candidate has to arrange the work schedule, make sure supplies will be ready, make sure workers will be there on time, and deal with any last-minute problem that always arises. And when it is all through, he has to provide a report detailing the project and the work completed. Sounds an awful lot like many of your careers, doesn't it? This story will never end, like the golden pebble of service dropped into human sea. It will continue to ripple in ever-widening circles, making this world a better place and influencing the characters of men down through unending times. Thank you.